Soft sunlight filtered through the lace curtains of the quiet room. Rita returned, carrying a tray with tea that carried the gentle scent of honey and lavender. She placed the teacup down with great care and bowed respectfully.
My apologies for the wait, Your Highness. It's warm honey lavender tea.
Milana took the cup with delicate hands, inhaling the fragrant aroma before taking a cautious sip. Her expression relaxed ever so slightly.
Thank you, Rita.
Soft footsteps echoed from outside the room. Rita turned toward the sound quickly. A single knock, then the door opened, without waiting for permission. Queen Altheria Lumiella Celesta entered, dressed in silver-white royal robes. Her cool gray eyes swept into the room with silent command. Rita stepped back a pace, lifted the sides of her skirt, and curtsied with elegance and grace.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I was not informed of your arrival.
The queen said nothing, not even sparing a glance at Rita. Her gaze was fixed solely on Milana in her thoughts.
That presence, just locking eyes with her makes me feel so small.
She glanced at Rita, trying to mimic her grace, awkwardly raising the hem of her nightgown and bowing as best she could. The queen halted at the end of the bed and regarded her in silence.
You're awake.
The voice was not harsh, yet lacked any warmth. It was calm, almost unreadable.
Yes.
Milana replied softly, choosing her words carefully. She still wasn't sure how to face the woman before her.
Are you clear-headed now, Milana?
There was a brief pause before Milana nodded slowly.
I feel better now. Thank you for your concern.
The queen didn't acknowledge the gratitude.
You're unusually quiet.
Milana frowned inwardly, but kept her face composed. The queen turned to Rita.
Leave us.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Rita bowed deeply and quietly stepped out, leaving only mother and daughter in the room. The queen sat gracefully on a wooden chair beside the bed. Her posture remained regal, but there was a faint softness in her eyes as she studied her daughter.
You've just recovered. You must be confused, but I am glad to see you strong enough to rise again.
Milana's grip on her teacup tightened slightly. She hesitated for a moment, uncertain of the proper tone, then awkwardly offered her thanks.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'm not quite sure where to begin, but I'll try my best.
The queen raised a brow, her composed gaze flickering with faint surprise.
What did you just call me?
Milana hesitated.
Mother, Your Majesty.
There was a pause. The queen's cool expression softened for just a moment.
You stopped calling me that a long time ago, since you were 7.
She held her gaze on Milana a moment longer, then slowly looked away.
Rest well for now, I don't mean to press you. But when you're ready, we should speak more.
Milana nodded lightly, with a gentle, uncertain but sincere smile.
Yes, thank you.
The queen turned toward the door.
Rita, come in.
The door opened once again, and Rita stepped in politely.
Dress Her Highness and bring her to the tea garden. I'll be waiting.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The queen looked at Milana one last time. Her gaze softened slightly.
We'll have a late breakfast together in the garden, once you're ready.
With that, she turned and exited the room with her attendant. Milana glanced at Rita, unsure, as the maid approached with practiced grace.
What kind of dress should we pick, Your Highness?
Milana paused a moment before answering, her tone uncertain.
Something easy to walk in. Yes, please, right?
Rita paused briefly, clearly puzzled, but smiled politely.
Yes, Your Highness. I'll prepare one you used to favor as a child. It's not too tight.
She opened the wardrobe and selected a soft blue dress with gold embroidery along the sleeves and hem. A white apron was layered neatly in front, cinched with a delicate waist sash. A small golden circlet sat beside it, simple, elegant. Milana blinked in surprise.
I really wore that?
Rita smiled gently.
You last wore it on your 12th birthday, Your Highness, before you began rejecting anything cute.
Milana fell silent, watching the fabric ripple in Rita's hands.
Let's try it again then.
Rita's smile grew warm and sincere. She approached, reaching for the back ties of Milana's nightgown. Milana stiffened, cheeks flushing pink.
Wait here. You're really going to undress me now?
Rita offered a calm, respectful smile.
Forgive me, Your Highness. I'll be as gentle as I can.
Her fingers worked skillfully, loosening the ties and sliding the gown off Milana's shoulders with care. Milana lowered her gaze, resisting the urge to move. The sensation was strangely intimate, unfamiliar. She felt as though she were inside someone else's body. Her heart thumped hard, and she instinctively drew her shoulders in. Milana in her thoughts.
Do I have to do this every day now? This is seriously embarrassing.
Rita remained quiet as she fastened the buttons of the dress at the back. Milana inhaled softly and stood still before the mirror. The princess, newly awakened from a long illness, now stood in an elegant pale blue dress, her silver hair tied back with care. A small gold circlet rested neatly atop her head. Her expression was still hesitant, but there was resolve in her eyes. She took a quiet breath and gave Rita a small nod. Then, the two of them exited the chamber in silence, heading toward the tea garden where the queen awaited.
That's the end of today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you again in the next one.